Make sure that all of these pieces are in place so that you feel secure moving forward with this event and making it happen. How can you make sure that your platform is secure, that you are actually capturing those leads that are so important to reaching your goal? S is for secure. Now it's time to secure all of these investments of time, energy, and money and make this event happen. Book your location, set up your virtual platform, ensure meals are planned, and prep your materials. Now, you might be thinking of this saying, I thought we were planning a virtual event. Well, yes, Buyfrost does ideally plan virtual events. This methodology really supports the creation of virtual events and high-level, high-engagement virtual events very, very well. But it's also a methodology that can be used for hybrid events that have a virtual and in-person ticket, as well as just in-person events. That said, we're talking about virtual events right now, so let's go through these. Book your location. Maybe that's just your studio at home, and maybe that's just making sure that your space at home is clear, organized, ready with your microphone and any lighting. It's set up near the window in just the right way, or you have your backdrop, whatever it is, you still need to secure that location. Maybe you even do book an Airbnb to film from so that you have those light, bright interiors with fun backgrounds and organized, minimalistic, whatever tone you want to set. You find a place and actually book it for your event, even if you're just hanging out there solo, running your event from there. Maybe you're booking an Airbnb and inviting some of your speakers to be there and stream live. Who knows? Whatever it is, consider this. Where is this event happening physically? Where will you be while you're hosting this virtual event? Again, could just be your home. Cool, but you still need to make sure that everything is ready. Is your charger actually available to you? Little things like that can make or break moments of the event. Let's take the next one. Set up your virtual platform. Again, you don't just want to wing this and say, oh, well, I've got a Facebook group. I could do it in there. I'm sure I'll be able to do it in there. And then realize, oh, it's harder to invite guests than you thought to stream live. Or maybe Facebook is down that day. What is your backup plan? Who knows? The whole point here is to actually think through these things and make sure that they are secure. Make sure that you have backup plans in place and make sure that your plans are rock solid. Ensure your meals are planned. I think I mentioned this in a previous session, but no matter where you are, you need to make sure that you eat while you're hosting this event. So whether that's having a friend or a spouse, ensure that you get food delivered to you, whether that's making sure that you have Uber Eats, whether that's making sure that you have sandwiches all prepared for yourself and breaks built in. These are the important things to keep in mind. And then, of course, prepping all of your materials. If you are giving a keynote, make sure that that keynote is prepared. If you have speakers who are going to be there truly live tuning into the event, so not necessarily in person, but live at the event where they're logging in, make sure that you have their login information, their email, their phone number in case you need to get a hold of them or they need to get a hold of you. Make sure that all of these pieces are in place so that you feel secure moving forward with this event and making it happen. Likewise, we talked about platform. How can you make sure that your platform is secure, that you are actually capturing those leads that are so important to reaching your goal? And I say that key word again, right? Goal, your goals and intentions. When you're thinking about what you need to secure in order to make this event happen, make it profitable, make it successful, look back at your goals. You've already defined success, so just go through them and make sure that they are all covered. For example, one of my goals that I wrote down was connection, and one of the ways that we're going to measure the success of that goal being achieved is by the testimonials that get submitted. And so I need to make sure that I have a way to securely gather all of those testimonials, whether it's making sure that I have a way to screenshot them. If I'm using Zoom, I don't just want to shut down the Zoom and refer to the chat log later because it's kind of in an ugly spreadsheet and that's how it's delivered. I want to make sure that I or someone on my team or even just a friend who's attending the event is watching the chat for solid testimonials that they can screenshot along the way. I can also make sure that I have a way for people to submit a feedback form or a video ask video testimonial, something like that. The actual nitty gritty of how is less important than looking at your goals and saying, this is what I need to accomplish. Now I can ask myself, how do I want to accomplish that? How can I best accomplish that? And this is that step to make sure that all of those are in place. If you haven't done it already, now is the time to do it because the countdown is coming. Your event is coming up. If you haven't already, this is where you dial in all of the details of who, what, when, where, how, why, all of those things. Choose the location, including the platform. Choose the date. What times are you going to be showing up? What is the topic that you're really going to focus on? What are some of those keywords and phrases that you want to say throughout the course of your event in order to make people more likely to buy and be familiar with your offer before you even pitch it? They've already heard you start talking about it, whether they know it or not. All of these little things are strategies that you can bring into your event to strengthen it. But the point is, all of them point toward your goals. And so if you keep your goals in mind, even if you don't have all of the nitty-gritty strategic pieces, you're going to be at least in the right direction. And so you're not going to completely bomb if you are keeping those goals in mind and looking at how you can secure the success of those goals.